Hello team, where do I begin? I want to thank every single person that has subscribed to my channel, and this is my Q&A for 200 subscribers. Let me know if I look great, because if I look great, it's because you have to make sure that you look great no matter your circumstances, because you can have bad circumstances but you don't want to look bad yourself. And that's the thing, if you have bad circumstances, it motivates you to want to improve in every single aspect. And that's why I'm saying this, because it's not every time that I hit 200 subscribers, and I am very grateful for the position that you have put me in. So in my Q&A, I got asked 2 questions, and I was going to say that I added a 3rd question so that I can help the people that are watching my videos up until the end point. The first question that I got asked, which is better, style or grooming? And for me personally, I would say grooming, because if you can look your best, you realize by looking your best, you are presentable to other people, you create a good first impression. And once you start working out in the gym or at home, you realize that you start to look good, like you look good naturally, you feel more confident. And you need to realize as well that every single person is going to have a different style, and every single person is going to view another person in a different way, depending on what clothes they wear. So that's why you see the clothes that I'm wearing now, not every single person is going to like the color, they may not like the design of the clothing, but the thing is, I think it suits me. So that's why I'm saying this, because every single person will have a different style. And you have to realize as well that people will have opinions. So that's why you have to realize that it's you at the end of the day, you're by yourself. And you realize as well that when you're at the gym and you're actually working out, you realize that there's a thing called body game. And when your body looks good and your face looks good, you realize that you can just wear any clothes and you can make it look good. And that's why there's people like models as well, because people like models, they either were naturally born good looking, or they did everything they can to be like really good looking. Like that's why people that focus so much on how they look like are the ones that attract more people in the first place. And you have to realize as well that caring about your looks is not a bad thing. And people may tell you that you shouldn't really care about your looks, but you have to realize that when it comes down to your looks, it gives you more opportunities. And it doesn't mean be surface level, but you have to realize that your looks, it can really add to the opportunities that you get and the people that you meet. And you need to make sure that the clothes fit you as well. Because if you have a good physique, you don't want to wear baggy clothes where you can't show off your physique. If you focus on your gym workouts and you focus on your diet, you focus on your discipline and really the clothes that you get, because you want to make sure that the clothes make you feel confident. Because that's why people that go to the gym, they don't always feel like it, but they always go because they think about the results afterwards. And the last thing that I'm going to say before I move on to the next question is because you have to do this for yourself. I'm going to say this, that when it comes to style and when it comes to grooming, you have to make sure that you try different styles to see what works for you. And you have to do this for yourself, because if you're tired of not getting attention and you're tired of not getting where you want to be, in terms of your grooming, in terms of your style, you have to make sure that you're trying on styles that make you feel confident, and that's clothing styles. And you want to make sure as well that when it comes to really your style, that you try different styles. You realize that certain colors don't suit you when it comes to clothing, so that's why I try different colors. And when it comes to your grooming, you have to make sure that you pay attention to every single detail. You need to make sure that your lips are good, your eyebrows are good, your hair is good, most importantly your hair. Because your hair and really your hair and your face is really the first thing that people see. So that's why you need to make sure that your lips are good, your eyebrows are good, your hair is good, especially with haircuts wherever you can. But let me move on to the second question. So you know how I was talking about working out and going to the gym? I had a conversation with my friend 2 days ago, and he asked me what I was up to. And I'm not a person to lie about what I'm up to. Like the thing is, if I'm doing something mundane, I'll say I'm doing something mundane. But if I'm thinking about going to the gym, which I was 2 days ago, I could have talked myself out of going to the gym. And I wanted to try different videos because I'm getting tired of just talking about the same thing. So that's why when my friend asked me 2 days ago what I'm up to, I didn't lie and I said I was thinking about joining the gym. And if he didn't ask me that question, I could have talked myself out of going to the gym. Because you have to realize that, you know, for example, if you really want to do something, I may not be the only one, but sometimes you really delay it because you're not really telling people of what you're really doing, and it really comes down to you. But I'm going to say that when it comes to really like doing something that you really want to do, which will improve like your discipline, it improves your health, I think the reason why I told him the truth of what I was really up to about thinking of going to the gym is because the last time that I went to the gym, he asked me when was the last time. He wasn't like, when was the last time you go gym because you need to go gym. He didn't say it like that. He didn't say it in a way that made fun of me. He said it in a way of what I was up to. And because I talked about going to the gym, he actually wants to go to the gym as well. I'm going to say this because when it comes to meeting like-minded people, they actually check up on you and they check up on your progress. And you want to make sure that people don't only reach out to you when they want something. And then I told my friend that I'll double check when was the last time I went gym. And it turns out that it was exactly 1 year ago. And the reason why I'm mentioning this to you is because you have to realize that time will really go by. And for example, where you was a year ago is not where you are now. And the things that you thought about a year ago is not what you're thinking about now. And the problems that you faced a year ago, you're not really facing those same problems every single day. Because the pain that you go through, it doesn't really last forever. And I'm saying this because a year ago was the last time that I went to the gym. And am I proud to say this? No. I'm not fully sure of what I'm trying to do. But by me going back to the gym, even though it's been a complete year, I realized I'm going to have to start with the basics all over again. So I'm saying this because if I went to the gym consistently for 1 year and it wasn't just for videos, then I realized that by me going to the gym, even when the videos are not on, even when the camera is not on, that I'm still going to the gym, I realized that I'll be in a better shape than I am now. And that's not to shame where I am now. I wanted to say the reasons why I may have not gone to the gym like for a whole year is because I thought by working out at home that it will motivate me more. That I thought that by working out at home that I have no excuse. And the thing is as well that going to the gym every single month, I know that it's an investment in yourself and that's the way that you should think about it. Rather than just thinking about how much money you're spending in the gym, which I was thinking about. Because the thing is, like, you spend money on things that don't really benefit you. You spend more money, in fact. But when it comes to the things that you need to invest in yourself, you don't seem to do that. And I'm talking about myself as well. I'm not going to dwell on it, and I'm going to go back to the gym again. Expect to see 2 to 3 videos of me going back to the gym. And I already got the membership, and I'll put like a picture right here just to prove that I'm not making it up. I'm going to say this, you know, back in 2025, if you had good habits, you realize that you can put that into 2026. And I'm saying this because if you have good habits and you focus on the small habits, it can build up over time, rather than doing the big habits and doing the things that will make you achieve a lot of things in a short amount of time. But then you realize that in that short amount of time, you're just delaying things as well. Because it's not every single day that you're going to be 100%. Sometimes you're 70%, sometimes you're 80%, and sometimes you might even be 5%. You might be like, I don't want to get out of bed, but you have to do this for yourself. So yeah, I'm going to say this, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Hopefully you'll like, you'll subscribe, and even comment down below any questions that you may want me to answer. Because I will be honest, like I was kind of expecting more questions, but I only got asked 2 questions. So yeah, feel free to comment any questions you want to ask me down below. But yeah, the last thing that I'm going to say, this is mainly like the video title of how to celebrate small wins and not to compare what you have achieved with what someone else has achieved. So what I'm going to say about that is because, you know, for example, when you're on social media, you're being exposed to what other people have achieved. It makes you feel like less of a person because you're always seeing what other people are up to, and you feel like that you could be doing more, but then you forget about the things that you have achieved. And you don't even want to show people what you've actually achieved. So the thing is, don't be that person where you talk about things, but then you don't actually do anything. Become a person that you achieve something and you're grateful that you actually achieved it. And the thing is, when it comes to other people, they may not show you every single thing that they had to go through in order to achieve something. You know, for example, when it comes to social media is like a highlight and it's what people want you to see. And that's something that you have to remember because, you know, for example, when you're comparing yourself to someone else, you forget about the things that you have achieved. And because you're seeing what someone else has achieved, you're expecting yourself to achieve so much more. And the thing is, people may have different things that they want. Everyone is different. Everyone sounds different. Everyone looks different. And everyone will be put in the same situation, but some people will do things differently. So that's the thing. You have to realize that everyone wants different things. Everyone looks different. And you have to realize that if you're put in the same situation, you may act differently to what someone else may do. and you may think differently, you may feel differently. And that's why as well, when people want to do something, why is it that you're drawn towards certain things and other people are drawn towards different things? You have to take what people are doing as inspiration rather than comparison. And comparison, as people say, is the thief of joy. And you realize as well that the older you get, you have more responsibility, but at the same time, the older you get, you become more wiser. So that's why the only person that you should compare yourself to is really yourself. And realize that the younger version of you would want the advice and all the experiences that you have now. If the younger version of yourself knows what you know now, you realize that you'll be in a better position. But that's why you have to be grateful for the experiences that you had, for lessons that you learned, and you want to make sure that you're ready for anything. So that's why, rather than being jealous of people, ask people how they do things. And rather than looking at what people are doing all the time, do something that actually motivates you, do something that you can actually focus on for yourself. So that's all I really wanted to say, because this was supposed to be like a short Q&A. No, not a short Q&A, but you know what I mean, where people were supposed to ask me like more questions. It's either I'm doing the right thing or people are just like, I don't know, people just can't think of anything really to say to me. But maybe if you watch this video and you have any questions, just let me know down below in the comments. And again, like, comment and subscribe.